Hello children. The last video we learned many interesting things about our nervous system. We learned that nervous system contains brain, spinal cord and nerves. We learned the three parts of brain: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. The spinal cord and nerves which carry messages. The three types of nerves: sensory, motor and mixed nerves. We learned that all the actions are controlled by nervous system. But sometimes there are certain situations where the actions are automatic and we don't even think about that actions before doing. I'll give you one example. Suppose you are going to touch a hot object. Before you feel that hot or that heat, you leave or you take your hand back. Before you feel that sensation, you will take your hand back. This happens without thinking. Will you stand in front of a hot object and just think if you want to take your hand back, or if you want to stand there, if you want to hold and all? No. You will just take your hand back without knowing or without doing it purposefully. These actions are automatic. They go on without our knowledge, and such actions are termed as reflex actions. So reflex actions needs quick decisions. We don't have time to waste. Suppose you are going to touch something, or if you are taking something which is very salty. When you take a tamarind, that is the best example. When you take a tamarind in front of you, what happens? Your mouth starts watering, isn't it? Do you purposefully bring water to your mouth? Do you drink water? No. That happens automatically without our knowledge. Someone comes taking a pen, and when they come to take that pen near you to your ears, will you sit and think if you want to close your eyes, if you want to open your eyes, or what you want to do? No. The moment you see something coming to your eyes, you will blink your eyes, you will close your eyes. These are all actions that are automatic and need quick decisions. So we don't have time to send it to the spinal cord, then to the brain, then decide it and send it back to the motor nerves. That is not possible within that fraction of time. So what is done here? In case of these reflex actions, the decisions are taken by spinal cord. Last video we discussed that all the body parts are connected to the spinal cord. The spinal cord connects the other parts to the brain, isn't it? So first it is the nerves carry messages to the spinal cord. Spinal cord pass the message to the brain. So here, as I told you, we don't have time to waste for it. So quick decisions are taken by the spinal cord, and these decisions are called reflex actions. Okay, so just remember, all the actions are controlled by the brain, but reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. So spinal cord is not just a connection between the brain and the other parts. It has its own work to do. All the parts in our body has its own function to do. So spinal cord, it connects the brain and spinal cord. Along with that, it controls the reflex actions. So I'll just explain this with a diagram. Here you can see a person with his hand stretched to touch a hot object. And what happens is, when you touch a hot object, when you are going to touch a hot object, your skin is in contact, your skin is going to come in contact with an object. And what happens? You feel it through your sense organ. And the sensory nerves, as we have learned in last video, the sensory nerves carry messages from the sense organ to the spinal cord. And the quick decisions for reflex actions are taken by the spinal cord. It sends messages back to your muscles to tighten up. And what happens when your muscles tighten up? When the muscles tighten up, the bones are pulled and your hand is taken back. So that is how the reflex actions go. That means without your knowledge, it acts within a fraction of a second. Otherwise, you would have touched the object, your hand would have burned. So immediate actions are controlled or immediate decisions are taken by the spinal cord. So from the sense organs, the sensory nerves carry messages to the spinal cord. Your skin is a sense organ. From here, the messages are passed on to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord takes a decision, and what happens? The decision should be conveyed to the muscles. Only then it will tighten up. Otherwise, your hand will be kept like that. So what happens? The spinal cord sends the message to take the hand back or for the muscles to tighten up. Then that is carried by the motor nerves. The order of the spinal cord is carried by the motor nerves. It asks the hand to tighten up, muscles to tighten up, the hand is taken back and you are saved from getting burned. So these immediate and automatic actions which we are not thinking about or which goes on automatically are called reflex actions. I hope this concept is clear for you. This is a special type of case. Okay. Now we know that we are connected to the world around us with the help of our eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. We see the things around us, we taste the things around us, we hear the sounds around us, we feel the things around us with the help of our sense organs. So sense organs are the organs which connects us to the outside world. Okay, we have 5 sense organs: eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. You have already learned it. You are learning it from very, very low class, isn't it? So these sense organs are equally important for us. All these sense organs are equally important. We have seen many people who doesn't have these sense organs functioning properly, and we know how their life is difficult, how difficult their life is. That means they are not able to enjoy this world around them completely. Even though they have different skills, they are not able to enjoy the world around them completely. So if we want to get connected to the world around us, we must make use of these sense organs. Okay, so we are going to study about the sense organs, the 5 sense organs, and how they should be taken care of. So today we will study about only eyes. Okay, the first sense organ. This is the internal structure of an eye. Okay, the eye that you see will be very beautiful, isn't it? But actually the internal structure is like this. So I'll just explain the different parts of an eye to you. Okay, so here eyes is, or the eyeball is safely kept inside a bony socket, a curved bony socket. It is protected by the eyelids and the eyelashes. You know what is an eyelid and what is an eyelash, isn't it? If something comes to hit your eyes, your eyelids close, isn't it? And your eyelashes protects it from dust and dirt. Okay? So these are the parts which protects or keeps your eyeball safe in your eye socket. Okay? This is the internal structure of an eye, and other than the eye sockets, that is eyelids and eyelashes, there is a circular transparent area in the front portion of the eye. Circular means a spherical shape, circular shape. Transparent means a see-through cover, that means a see-through membrane like thing. Transparent, nothing is there, you can see through it. Okay, a circular transparent area called cornea. What is it? Cornea. Okay, inside that you have a colored portion called iris. You have blue color for the eyes, you have brown color for the eye, gray color for the eyes. These colored portions, black color, these colored portions are called iris. Okay, so a circular transparent area in the front called cornea, a colored portion of the eye called iris. Now, in the middle of your eyes, you have an opening, a black colored spot or an opening in the eye, which is called pupil. What is it? Pupil, not people, pupil. Okay, the opening in the eye is called pupil. Through this opening, the light enters into your eyes. Only if light enters into your eyes, you will have the image properly formed inside your eyes. Okay, so this, after the pupil, you have a lens. Okay, which is kept in order to magnify the image that you have seen. Okay, so cornea, iris, pupil and lens. The light enters, light that is reflected from the object. Suppose you are seeing a tree. Light falls on the tree and that light is reflected to your eyes. Okay, and the light enters through the pupil into your eyes. And the light falls on this back screen called retina. Okay, the light passing through the lens comes and falls in this place. That is where the image is formed. Suppose you are seeing a tree, the light from the tree falls on the retina and from there it is carried on to the optic nerve. Okay, here the image is formed. From there the data or the information is passed by the optic nerve and it is sent to the brain. Okay, then the brain identifies that this is a tree and it sends the message back. This is how the structure of eyes is and how it works. Okay, so a transparent circular front portion called cornea, the colored portion called iris. Then there is an opening called pupil through which light enters. A lens is there. Light enters through the pupil, passes through the lens and falls on the retina. The image is formed on the retina. That information is passed on to the brain through the optic nerves. Okay, nerves. Clear? This is the structure of eye. And we know that it is a very, very important sense organ in our body. So we have to take proper care of the sense organ. We have seen many people who are blind, who cannot see. See, whatever you have, if you are not able to see, the picture is not complete in your mind. Even if you touch it, even if you smell it, even if you taste it, seeing is much more important. So if we are gifted with that special quality or special ability, we have to take care of that gift of God. So we can just discuss about some important things that you have to do in order to take care of your eyes. Okay, you should avoid all types of injuries to your eyes. You should try to avoid all types of injuries to your eyes. Okay, wash your eyes regularly with clean water so that all the dirt and dust will be removed and making your eyes clean. Wash it, open your eyes and wash it with clean water, not dirty water, clean water. Do not work in dim light or very bright light. Dim light as well as very bright light is not good for your eyes. It tires your eyes. Your eyes become tired. Okay? And let light fall from the left side of your reading material. If your book is kept like this, let it fall from the left side of you so that it is comfortable for your eyes. Okay? Next is, do not read in a moving vehicle. This causes strain to your eyes. You can see different things passing on, isn't it? When you travel and you are focusing on the book and it is very much strain to your eyes. So always avoid reading in moving vehicle. Some people enjoy reading in moving vehicle, but that is not good for your eyes. Okay. The next one, do not watch TV or play computer games for a very long time. Actually, that is the most dangerous thing that we are facing now. Isn't it? Children are addicted to mobiles and TV. So what happens? Continuous viewing of TV and mobile phones with computer games and all with your eyes. It strains your eyes. It destroys the ability of your eyes. So always sit at least 6 feet away from your television and try to keep your computers or laptops or whatever it is a bit away from your eyes. Don't keep it too close. Some children look the mobile very close to their eyes. No, just keep it foot away from your eyes so that reading or viewing it is comfortable. Okay. Then do not read while lying down. Sit straight and hold your book or whatever it is a foot away and then read. That is the best position to read, which will cause less strain to your eyes. Never rub your eyes with a dirty towel and never use another person's handkerchief or towel or whatever it is which comes in contact with your eyes. Okay, if they have an eye infection, that can be transferred easily to you. So better not to use it. Then inform your parent or teacher if you are not able to read what is written on the blackboard, because you may be seated at the back side. If you have any difficulty, please inform them. There may be a problem with your eyes. If you are not informing them, you will strain your eyes too much in order to see what is written, and that decreases your eyes' ability to view things. So better inform them if you have any difficulty in seeing the things in the blackboard. Okay, these are some common things that we have to take care for protecting our most important sense organ, our eyes. I hope you all have understood. So we learned about reflex actions controlled by spinal cord and sense organs, and the most important sense organ, eyes. Next class we will learn about the other sense organs. So wait for the more interesting things. Read your textbook to make it more thorough. Study the picture of eye. Okay? Thank you.